Hello, this is Artist Spotlight number 11, and this is again less about a performance but more about what an artist has to bring to the table in terms of a warm-up or some knowledge. And what's interesting about this is entirely a Spanish video that I'm watching. So I'm only really hearing what I can understand a little bit of what he's saying, but I'm more so watching what he's doing and how he's sounding when he sings, and he will either make some gestures or some sort of physical adjustment that you can see or hear. Anyway, this guy's name is Javier Camarena, and he's talking about warming up his passaggio, vowels, placement, and much more. He took himself through a bunch of vocalises that started pretty low. Or it would be something like that kind of pattern. Sorry for my bad playing. But you would be on an eh. You want to be e, be eh. So you go eh, 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 eh. And as he approached his passaggio, he talked about how, I'm assuming at this point, but it sounded like he was wanting you to have this sort of pop-up happen, and that if you disconnect from that vocalese and you think about it individually, you can hear it. So I'll go a little bit higher. It'd be where it kind of sounds like you're spinning it more, you're losing more of the it's becoming like an I. And I tried it out on my own voice, so I thought it would be interesting because he's a tenor, and I'm a lyric baritone, so I can do some of what he's doing, but not up to like the B and A area so much. But I wanted to show y'all what he was doing, because this was his main vocalese. He took it through the entire staff. He was singing down to like a B flat 2, which didn't sound too good because he's a tenor, but he would go like which I can do pretty well. It sounded kind of airy for him. But I want to try what he was doing going up into where I top off. Because I think the faster you go, the less time you really have to think about that note that you need to pop up for, and it'll more or less just happen. So that's sort of something I think he's trying to convey. So I'll try my best to do that. I'll start a little lower. One more time. Think and then You can kind of hear it that time. I'll just keep going. That was better. Oh, I'm sorry. That's kind of where I start peaking. Maybe I'll try one more. No. Alright, well, I liked what I was getting, though, from the area I know I can sing. So that's, if you have a high piece in the morning, that is a good way to start creeping in on the neighboring tone from that arpeggio that he's playing. And of course, you want to start somewhere maybe down here if you're a guy. Or even lower. And remember to pop up. But, don't completely change your vowel. So anyway, that's what Javier Camarena has brought to the table. I've listened to some of his singing, and this totally becomes something he implements. And he even in this video, not the performances, but this, tutorial, he does kind of give examples of when it would make sense. And there's some hops he did, like from a B flat to an F. Maybe like that's kind of what he was talking about. Said in moments where you have to be up high, you need to have that placement ready. And I think he more or less would kind of glide up there. And it was a fast glide, so it didn't stop any sort of like track that the voice was spinning on. So maybe I should try a little bit of that. He'd be like, that's what it sounded like. So I'm gonna stop talking. Yeah, Javier Camarena. You can find him on YouTube. He seems like he knows what he's talking about. All you're gonna have to do is endure the Spanish, and if you speak Spanish, then this is a very informative video, I'm sure, because he talks a lot, and it's like a hour-long video. So hope that helps y'all's artist adventure. See y'all next time.